All praises to the Most High. Thank you guys for coming through. You have joined me on my channel, and I thank you guys for everything that you're doing. We're going to be talking about feeling cut off, right? Do you feel cut off by the Most High? Is there something that you feel in your life that has given you a feeling of not feeling the Holy Spirit, not feeling His presence, not feeling the way that you used to, feeling all the way cut off? Of course, some people feel that way because some are being pruned. Okay, so when you prune a plant, you pull off the dead leaves, right? You take them off and you pull them off in order for things to grow, in order for the other things to grow. You pull that off, and then those other flowers begin to grow. Instead of allowing the whole plant to die, He allows we're allowing the plant itself to grow, but cut off what was holding that plant down from progressing. So sometimes that is the case, but you may have tapped on this video because you feel like you're cut off, period. Like you don't feel like God is with you anymore. You may not feel His presence. You may feel like He has just left you in the dumps because things are not going right in your life. But I'm here to tell you guys, if you're feeling as though that you are being cut off, but you're thinking about the Most High, you're thinking about Him, right? You're thinking about wanting to spend time with Him, to be closer to Him, to have a good relationship, to have a good life, because most of us know that we need to include Him in life in order for life to go better. But if you're feeling that way, but you're thinking about Him, that lets you know you're not cut off. Because if you were cut off, you wouldn't have anything in your mind of thinking about Him. You wouldn't want to have anything to do with Him, because God gives a lot of people, God gives those over to a reprobate mind, to where their mind is not even focused on Him. It's like they're sinning. They don't care about what they're doing. They're hurting people, and it makes them happy. It's just like they're just happy to do evil. Okay. And I don't think that's your case. If that's your case, you may need to repent and turn around, But in this case, we're going to be reading here. Let me show you guys. I said, let me show you guys. Well, listen. Okay. Listen. In Psalms, it says, this is Psalms 37, by the way, and it talks about, for evil doers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord shall inherit the earth. So those that continuously, we're talking about those that continuously do evil work, like they're out here, cussing people out, and it's way beyond evil. They're cussing people out and beating them up, hurting them, running into people's homes and stealing, robbing people, unaliving people. Just doing spell work to send, the unalive spells, doing things like that, because they are given over to a reprobate mind, because they don't care. Because most people in this life, they care about other people. It's something or someone that you care about. But these people, these evildoers, they're even willing to do evil against their family, even against their own children. Some of these people are out here just doing so much dirty evil work. Child, I'm telling y'all, you guys to know I know that's not you. I know that's not you, because it comes to a point so where it's like they don't think and don't care about what they're doing. They just continuously do it because He gives them over to that. But if you're feeling like you wanted to be closer to Him, you want things to go right in your life, you want that connection with Him, you want connection with the spiritual world, knowing that His existence in the spiritual world and the physical realm, that's the part where you're being pruned. Okay, you're simply being pruned. You're not cut off. I just want to encourage you about that, because I don't want you to think that just because of that you're cut off. And see what happens with those leaves. Like in the Word, it talks about how the Lord prunes. He was talking about a parable about pruning the plants, and it says that He pulls off those dead leaves. He pulls them off, and then He takes those that are not producing any fruit. They're not producing anything. He cuts them off, and then they throw them into the fire. Okay, and that's into hell for eternity. They get put into hell for eternity. And those are just the ones that's not giving a gosh darn about anything or anybody. They're just out here living their life without any consciousness. They usually don't even, it seems like they don't have a conscience. You know, most people, you'll be like, do you even have a conscience? Do you even think about that? It's just like so evil. They're really being taken over by the enemy himself. They're actually just, their father is the father, their father is the devil, period, because they don't care. But if your mindset is on that, you know, of serving or loving people, being there for them, you're good. You just have to know that at this time that you may be in isolation, you may be in a period where the Most High is just simply saying, I want to pull you away because I want you to grow more. And see, that's what happens to the plant once they're, you know, pruned. It takes time. It feels like it's taking forever for it to grow, and until you get that pruning and that those things taken away, or those people. Sometimes the Most High takes away people in your life too, and that's a part of the pruning phase, because those people can't go with you where He's trying to take you for you to grow, and that's where those things start to happen. So just know that at this point, if you are on that side, good side of things, just know that you're only being pruned, and just to continue to seek Him and read His Word, continue to do what you have been called to do. You have guidance. You are being sought after. You're still here in this life, and you do want to be a part of Him. And I forgot to tell you guys, you know, those that are actually not believers anyway, they don't believe, they're not believing in Him, they're okay. You probably wondering, why do they get away with all this? Why? Because they're not underneath Him. They're underneath their father, the devil. The devil gonna get them everything they want until, you know, he says, okay, I'm about to take this away. And what's so crazy about it to me, y'all, is that, you know, the enemy will give them everything they want. But think about it. What if one of his other people, his other children, the devil's children, decides to attack that other child? That's the devil's child. Okay, just imagine that. He's not going to do anything. He's not going to step in on their behalf. He just gonna let them fight it out. Whatever happens is gonna happen. It's basically that you know, it says a house divided cannot stand, and that's what's going to happen. That's what happens with that. And see, with the Lord, it's a whole different thing. If two people that are on His team are His children, He's going to step in. He's going to step in and make sure that everything becomes right, that everything goes the way that He plans, and He's going to bring peace to that situation, some way, shape, or form. And that's what I love about God, because He does things to help us instead of just to watch us. It's like the devil just sits back and watch His people. He laugh at them. Of course, you know, He laughing at the chosen ones. But then He sits back and He also laughs at His own people. That's what's so crazy. That's why the Most High says, choose this day and who you will serve, because you need to know. You need to know if you on that side, he ain't finna go step up in and help you, because you done gave yourself over to that. Like I said, those people have a reprobate mind, because they want to follow what they want to follow. They want the riches and all the glory for themselves, and they want to do all that. Of course, they give to charities and they do all that stuff to make themselves feel better about themselves, of course. But that's it. They are not following in the ways of the Most High. Most of these people are getting things by selling themselves over to their father, the devil. Okay, they sell their souls, and actually, you've been seeing it all on the media lately that, you know, people are doing this and trying to come out, and it's hard. It's a difficult thing. And when they try to come out, of these agreements and contracts, baby, that's when all that stuff be out in the media. That's when you start to see so and so did this person did that. You know, it's just I'm talking about, it's to tell all, everybody telling everything on that person, because they want to get out. So the devil is like, you know what, I can create this to happen to make sure you don't come out, or if you do come out, it's only by unaliving. Like, that's it. And it's hard for them. So it's just, I suggest that most of us need to make sure that we are feeling as though we're, you know, at least going down the right path and connecting to the Most High and doing what He's called us to do. You know, being a good person, doing what's right, and trying to at least lift others up in prayer. And see, even though you may feel like you cut off, if you're praying for other people, I promise you're going to start to see some dramatic changes, because that's what God is wanting you to do anyway. He wants you to pray for others. He wants you to step out on faith and give to those that need it, and love on them who need love, instead of us laughing at them and saying, okay, that's what they get, or they should have never done it. You know, sometimes we place judgment because we are human. But if we step out of our flesh and start to walk in the spirit, you'll start to see that if you're praying for people, if you're loving on them, that your situation will change and get better. It will definitely change and get better. You'll start to feel his presence, reading his word, worshiping, turning on that worship music and doing what he's wanting you to do. Not worrying about the materialistic things of this world, not worrying about money, any of that, because he tells us not to worry about tomorrow because he will take care of it. And that's why we say the Lord's Prayer. Give us this day our daily bread. So if we're taking care of today, that's all that matters, because God is going to take care of, he's going to definitely take care of tomorrow. He's going to do that. So with all that being said, you're not cut off, okay? My people, my chosen people, you're still chosen. I don't care what it is the enemy is trying to place in your mind, telling you that you're not chosen, that just because you're going through this and you see that the wicked are still coming up, they're doing good, and they done already, like, they've been out here just like exposing people, saying crazy stuff, doing crazy stuff to other people, and they're still rising up. None of that matters, because at the end of the day, we know where they are headed to. We know they're headed to that fire. It's just like we said, they're headed to the fire. But if we can pray for them, hopefully they will turn around too and do what's right. Because all of this goes to say our life is to be given to the Most High for us to live the life that he wanted us to do, so we can have that life after we leave here and have an amazing life. I mean, in paradise where the streets are paved with gold, honey. I'm telling you, that's what we're supposed to be focusing on. None of this other stuff, none of the trials and the tribulations, just mainly trying to get ourselves in right position. Okay, thank you guys. I'm gonna end it here. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I want you guys to know that you are loved. Don't let the enemy get in your mind. Don't let him take over what he's trying to say about you, because that's not true. You're not cut off. You're definitely still connected. You may be going through a trial in a season where you are being pruned just to be taught to learn, and you'll be able to face battles even more and become stronger whenever you come out of this situation. You're gonna be more powerful. I'm telling y'all, I love you guys so much. So like I said, someone may need to hear this. Be sure to share this video, because people need to hear this. They need to know that they're not cut off, that they're loved. Okay, I love you. Peace and blessings. Have an amazing day and enjoy your life, and continue to stay focused, honey. Be encouraged. I came here to encourage you and inspire you to keep going. All right, peace and blessings.